Hey guys, this is Kimberzelik, and this video is going to be first for my children who combined their resources and bought me a couple Christmas presents. So let's look at the presents first, and we're going to explain to them what it is that I can do with them. So this is a set of parallels. Each package has two of these ground flat pieces of steel. This is 1/8 by 1 inch by 6 inches. And these are called collets, R8 collet. Okay, so let's move over to the machine. Well, first let's look at some different end mills. Okay, these are all different end mills. They have different diameters that you need to grip onto. All the way from 1/8 to 5/8. And probably larger. Okay, so those are end mills. So R8 is the type of spindle we have. And that is right here, and it's a thing that goes round and round. So here's a collet. This one is 3/8. That'll go up in there. You find its happy spot. And you get it started, and then you put your tool in there. And up top, there is a drawbar. And that is threaded on the end. And that'll thread into the bottom of the collet. Suck it up into the spindle. And tighten the tool in position. So there's an R8 collets. So, the parallels. You got the vise here, which holds your work. So if I want to grind on this piece of steel. So if I just drop it in there, the only thing I'm going to be able to do is this surface here. Okay. Using the parallels against the face of the jaws, elevates my work for me. And I'm able to machine everything above this surface here. And that's where the tool comes into play. Find its happy place here. And so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and start this drawbar. If the camera is focused in the right place, you can see it getting pulled up. The tool is still loose. So let me get my ladder, my step stool in place. where I can service the top of the machine. I'm putting a socket wrench on the drawbar nut. If you watch this, will it pull tight? There is a brake. Okay, I'm gonna use my other hand and activate the brake and go ahead and suck this thing up. Okay. So now the drawbar has been tightened, which has pulled the collet up into the spindle and tightened up on the tool. What I want to do with this particular tool is replicate something like this. Only with slightly different dimensions. So my first operation will be to cut these reliefs on this side of the tool here, removing this corner and removing that corner. What I really should be doing is getting a larger face mill, cleaning the whole surface of this up, turning it over, doing the same. That way I know I have a flat piece. So, part of what we're doing here, we have the piece sitting on the parallels. I'm giving myself a little swing room here. And we're going to tighten it up pretty tight. And we're going to see if these parallels move. That parallel is moving. That parallel is moving. Parallels are now locked in. So we know that we are flat. The bottom of that is flat with the surface of the mill, which makes it flat with the surface of the vise, which makes it flat with the end of the cutter. I'm going to bring it down to the work. Now this is called the knee. And it has a lock, and it's currently unlocked. And we're going to bring the work up to the spindle. Okay, another way to do this is we can, much like a drill press, we can bring the tool down to the work. But less stick out you have here, the better, I think. So we're going to lock that in the up position, and then we'll continue to bring the knee up. Okay, now I'm going to activate the Y travel, which is here. And we want to start on this corner. So I'm going to bring the table, the Y-axis out. We're not quite touching yet. Okay. Now we're going to get a cigarette paper. Okay. I actually have some Prince Albert. Okay. And let's go ahead and measure that, the thickness of that paper. Okay. Okay, that paper is 1/1000th of an inch. So we'll put that paper up here on our machine. And take the tool over here. Okay, we're going to start it up now. We're going to start it up. I'm going to raise the knee until it grabs that paper. Okay, the phase converter has been activated in the other room, which converts my household electricity to 3-phase. Okay, now we know we are 1/1000th of an inch above the surface here. So this is where we set our height. And I got this graduated collar here, and I'm going to set it on 0, which you can't see. And I can raise the knee to this 20, which is 20/1000th of an inch. Then we'll lock the knee. Now, hold on. Okay, so now the knee is not going to move up or down. If I want to adjust this, I need to unlock the knee, change my depth of cut, and then relock the knee. So, as far as RPMs go, I think we're probably okay. I'll set that now. And we dialed in 20 thousandths of an inch. Let me see how far we are from the edge. Okay, I need to make some measurements and see how far from the edge I need to be. Okay, I got it set for about 150 thousandths from this surface end. This is we're doing conventional milling, whereas the cutter is coming in from the back and taking the chip and discharging it out the front. If I started over here, I would be climb milling, and the cutter would be pushing the work against the jaw, which sometimes gives you a nicer finish, but it's conventional milling. There's less stress on the machine. And you know, a lot of this I'm just making up because I don't really know how to do this. I'm just teaching myself. I'm actually not teaching myself. I'm learning from other YouTubers who are willing to take the time to explain things to me, and they finally figured out that I'm a visual learner, and they could type all the words in the world, and I'm not going to get it. They show me a video of what they mean. I'll never forget it. I could probably be going faster. I'm currently going 85 revolutions per minute. The machine goes up to 3,000. And I'm not going to pretend to know enough to tell you anything about that. But I am going to do a little deeper cut here. So let's take a little more bite. I'm going to unlock the knee. That was 20 thousandths. We're going to do 80 thousandths. That takes my dial up to 100 for a total removal of 100 thousandths. Okay. You can see that my my y-axis was not locked. I didn't get a clean cut across there. Let me go back to the beginning here and lock my y, and the y-axis is movement from the operator's perspective away and towards him. X is left and right, Z is up and down. So let's go ahead and clean this cut up. Because my table wasn't locked, my cutter wandered out, didn't make a full cut. I'm not sure where my file went. So that is probably more explanation than you needed to show what the parallels do, as well as the collet holders. So what I really should have done here was clean off the whole top of that surface, flip it over, clean off the second surface, and probably go all the way around, all 6 sides. This isn't a critical part, it's never going to be seen. The ends will be visible if you bend your head and hold your tongue the right way. So I'll probably go back and clean this thing, square this thing up. But I think that's good for an explanation of what Grandpa's up to. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate the very thoughtful gifts, even though you did not know what you were buying. You trusted me. Like and subscribe, tell a buddy, bring a friend. There's a button in. I should know where the button's at by now. And I really never end when I say that. Do you have Prince Albert in a can? Well, you better let him out. apparently I let my battery die. Here's a little picture of what we're making with the specifications. And since our little demonstration, I did come around and square this piece up. Then I took some, you call it by the right name, some layout fluid. Yeah, that was right. Mine happens to be an aerosol. But I basically colored the material. You can see the line on the bottom there. What it does is it makes your scribe marks stand out. There should be a line across the side of that. There we go. And then it go up on the machine, and we'll go by the numbers on the dials, but having those layout marks on there is kind of a sanity check to keep you from making, a fatal mistake. And, apparently my automatic shut-off got shut off and my battery just died, so we're recording while being plugged in and charging. So that is truly the end of this video. Okay, guys. Like and subscribe, tell a buddy, bring a friend.